Hello everyone, potential backers, potential pledgers, potential business partners, and potential friends. I bring to you an idea on something that I believe will be a great breakthrough in an online business, and it'll change the way we social network, we online shop, um, we connect with others. And that idea is called TradeGate. And what TradeGate is it's an online business that allows users to link accounts through Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever whatever social networking site you like to use. And what it is it's an online social interaction between potential buyers, sellers, traders, etc. And I believe this world is just going to never end in the online world. We're always going to be using the internet. We're always going to be using computers. We're always going to buy online. We're always going to connect online. We're always going to interact with outside world online. And because that's the way the future's heading, I believe that this is the greatest opportunity to take advantage and make a business online that does something that we already do, but takes each aspect of everything we already do and put it into one site, and that's TradeGate. So TradeGate is a site similar to Facebook, similar to Twitter. You can link your Facebook account, Twitter account, like I said, but it also acts as like a Craigslist or a Kijiji, eBay even. And what you can do is you can go online to TradeGate. You can connect your Facebook account, have all your friends down, and have a newsfeed. But this newsfeed is going to be similar from Facebook because the newsfeed is going to be for startup businesses. So that's another thing that I really like about TradeGate, that I really like incorporating into the site, is that because starting up a business is so hard nowadays, you can see we're using Kickstarter, a brilliant website that helps us get going on where we need to be. I'd like to incorporate that a little bit onto my site. So what it is that I will be doing is I'll be taking startup businesses and who if they would like to promote their product, then they can use TradeGate, and based on your user's registration, um, you'll have to answer or fill in information such as your name, your last name, date of birth, address, all that good stuff that we all love to do, right? Anyways, after you're done that, you'll have an interest and hobby section that you can start to fill out. And myself and the programmers and the development team behind this idea, we're going to be setting up a library. When you click on your interests and hobbies, it'll just be almost a never-ending page of interests or hobbies that anyone might like to do, and they can range from video gaming to sports to music. Um, what's something crazy that we don't really think about? Medieval times memorabilia, war memorabilia, just anything you can think of. Um, you can click on your interest and hobby and select them for your profile. And based on that information, you'll be able to see posts from startup businesses who are kind of selling or promoting a product that would suit your interest or need. And that's a really good thing, I think, that I would love to incorporate. Me and the developers behind the project think that the more promotion for startup businesses, the better TradeGate will become, because we will have a lot of advertising for all these new startup businesses. We can connect with Facebook, we can link with Twitter, we can do all that great stuff, and just boom, the way we all shop online, the way we all connect, and it'd be a really great way to uh, get in the world of online shopping. And if you're new to it, we have a very great user interface. You have elderly people just getting on track on the internet, and for those who don't know, they just go through the page and they don't really know what to do. Well, it'll for every little button on the screen that you see on the website, there'll be a little eye, and it's an interactive button. And if you hover over it, it will tell you exactly what this will do and where it will link you to. And that's the way we all approach our online business. We want it to be user friendly. We want it to help people. We want it to meet a need. Um, and with that, TradeGate will do just that. Another thing we want to incorporate, but we're not really too sure right now because there's a lot to go on just from the online business with TradeGate itself, is if we get enough pledges to get our patent for the idea, to get our advertising, to go speak with some um, high-end investors and marketing officials, business people, we will take the pledge money, put it all towards that, and then once we get the ball rolling on the website, get it out there, get it shown to you guys, we will also be incorporating what we call the People's Auction. And the People's Auction is a site similar to, what sites we got out there now? Quibids, Ubid, and Bids. So let's use those two as an example. So it's very similar in the sense where you pay for these bids that you can use to bid on auctions that you see that you would be interested in. And the thing that we do differently is that we allow, instead of us having the warehouse of items, like we have iPads, we have guitars, we got video games, consoles, jewelry, all that, instead of us having that warehouse in the back, it'll be you, the users, posting your stuff for auction. And I know we have eBay for that, so people will probably be like, well, why would we use your site instead of eBay? Because if we want to auction our stuff off, then we just use eBay. Well, that's what we thought as well. And the thing that we would do differently is that, say you want to sell an iPad, for instance, and you put it online and you want to sell it for $300, or you want to even start the bid at $300. So you set your initial value at $300, and then you get to choose how much you want your auction to increase. So let it be, let's say, $1, $2, even like we go in cents, like 50 cents, 25 cents, whatever you'd like your bid to increase by every time a user bids on it. That's all up to you. And with TradeGate, which will redirect you to the People's Auction, we will be paying the users 1/5 of the price of a bid for every bid that their auctioneer sees. So for example, this gentleman with his iPad, he puts it on for $200 and he sets the initial bid price, let's just use $1. So he gets 100 bids on his iPad throughout the time that he sets. And that's another thing though, you, the user, gets to set the length or the time that it takes to finish the auction. So it's all you. The website is here for you. It's here for you to do what you need to do. It's here for you to make money, and TradeGate pays you to use our site. And you may think like 1/5 of a bid, that can't be much, right? Well, let's say for instance TradeGate decides we're going to sell you 100 bids for $50. So 50 cents a bid, pretty reasonable. You see sites out there 75 cents, 60 cents, 50 cents a bid. We might change. Don't take my word on it. But if you get 1/10 of a bid, or 1/5 of a bid, sorry, you're only making about 10 cents, right? That's not much, but it adds up, right? So for every 10 bids, you'll be making $1. So if you get 100 bids, then you're going to make $10. And then again, you think, well, that's still not much. I want to make like $20 on your website or $50 on your website. Like, why can't I make that much money? Well, you can. And this is where it gets a little risky though, because say you have your iPad for $200 and you set let's say a 48-hour auction. It's a long time for an auction, right? And people can just click on their mouse and bid using their Bitcoins. And say you only get like 5 people bidding. Well, you're out like $150 that you want to be in. So it's really dependent on you. It's a risk. However, it reaps with its rewards. So if you have your iPad and you want to be very careful with it, you can put it up for $250, and you can set the bid price at $2 or $3 or even $5. But we'll be incorporating an algorithm in our programming where, based on you'll have to put in information, say Apple iPad 3G, what is the retail price of that item? Based on the appropriate retail price, the algorithm will determine what your maximum value can be for the item. So if you have like a $500 iPad, then the max value that you can price it at might be $200, might be $300, and then based on the retail value, again, we'll have another little algorithm that calculates what the maximum increased bid price can be. So you have a $500 iPad. Let's say the max you can increase the bid is $5. So it tries to keep safe with the user as well as our end too, because we've got to make sure that things are getting out properly. We've got to make sure that the items are selling for what they need to sell for, and we don't want you to get the short end of the stick on your items. So we want to make sure it's safe, we want to make sure it's secure, and we want to make sure that you're not getting outplayed by these little big auctioneer people. And that's basically the gist of my business. I have the development team. We're working on programming. We're having a little bit of difficulty. So this is where my earlier statement comes in: potential backers, pledgers, and then when I say potential business partners, what I mean by that is if you'd like to pledge to our business and try to get us going, get the ball rolling. Sorry. That'd be great. That's what we want. That's what we're using Kickstarter for. We're asking you, the people, to help us get our business going. You see the pledges on the right side, maybe. I'm not sure what we're going to get back to you. And because we're an online business, because we don't have an invention, because we don't have materials that we can give you, all we can do is give you our word, give you our thanks, give you a spot on our website, give you the invitation to come visit us whenever you'd like, because we couldn't have done this without you. Without you, there would be no TradeGate. So please, if you believe in our business's success, then you'll understand that this is a great opportunity to get a great website online. Back to the potential business partners. If you wouldn't like to pledge, if you would like to contact me personally, my name is Jarian Ladwick. I'm a university student at UOIT in Oshawa, Ontario, as well as a computer programming student at the adjoining college, Durham College, as well as next fall I'll be taking Police Foundations at the same college. If you'd like to contact me personally, you can contact me by Facebook. You can look me up at Jarian Ladwick. You can contact me on Twitter at JarianL. Or you can email me straight through email. Send a message saying TradeGate potential business partner. My email is jarianl@live.com, and for those of you who might not know how to spell my name, it's JERIAN @live.com. Just send me an email, send me a Facebook message, tweet me. Just let me know if you're interested in joining us. We can bring you on the team if that's how you'd like to help. Because we're open. If you know what you're doing, if you have ideas that you think are going to be great towards the business, if you have any doubts in the business and you want to email me personally and just say, hey Jarian, I saw your video on Kickstarter, it looked pretty good, but here's something I'm concerned about, I don't know if you've thought of it, bring it on. Let's see. I want to hear, because that's what we need, and that's what this site is for. The site's to help us who can't really get our site started on our own or our business started on our own. It's all you guys. So that being said, I hope you all the best, or I wish you all the best. I hope to hear from a lot of you on the idea. I'm excited. I want to get this starting. I got, you see the easel in the back, pages and pages and pages full of ideas, full of web layouts, full of information pertaining to lots and lots of material that we'd love to add to the future. But because we haven't really got the ball rolling yet, we want to keep those ideas aside, get the initial website started, and get it all good to go. Anyways, another thing I'm just looking at here, something that people don't really say, and when they do, everyone's like, oh yeah, we're not gonna buy it. Something that I personally feel as a programmer, as a student at the university who knows what, like, I'm Canadian, so it might be different in America, but I know in Canada the pay for programmers, as much work as we do, as much typing, as much crunching, as much math, as much science, as much everything that programmers do, the pay is outrageous. We get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to be a programmer. I like money. Money's great. Everybody likes money, but I believe we can all be happy living on $50,000, $60,000 a year and just doing what we enjoy. So the business, the way, if we start booming and the money comes in, the money's going to be used to upgrade the website, to help get the website name out there, and then partial amounts, the more and the more money that comes in, it's going to be donated. It's going to be used for UNICEF. It's going to be used for the Salvation Army. It's going to be used for PETA. It's going to be used to the people in need who need it. So money isn't a factor to me. It might be you want to come on board, you want to make money, you're like, hey, this website sounds great, we're going to make lots of money. That money, you guys get your pay, you guys get your salaries, you guys get your benefits. For me, being the founder and CEO of TradeGate, my name would be out there. I'd be getting publicized for everything that we do, and take my word for it. I promise. If TradeGate booms and I go against my word, you have this video from Kickstarter. The money that I make, I'm not going to be Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook and go out and buy WhatsApp for $16 billion. No, nobody needs to spend that kind of money. That money needs to go to all these organizations helping the world, trying to get clean water for Africans and getting education going out in Africa, helping the animals who are left on the streets, helping the people on the streets who need to get into homes, into shelters. All this money that these millionaires, billionaires have, and a lot of them do good with it. A lot of them don't. A lot of them keep it for themselves, use it for whatever necessities they need, or necessities, I guess, is a wrong term. I should be saying the wants that they need. The money, just at the end from this video, just take that we have a website or an online business that's going to boom. We have great ideas for the people who can use their social networking skills, use their online shopping abilities, and then take from the ending section of this video that the money made isn't going to go to Lamborghinis, Ferraris, mansions, all that stuff. If the site booms, it's going to go to you again, the people. We'll make money, the business will make money, the company will make money, the employees, everything, all the money will be used smart, or wisely, I should say. The rest of the money that we have, bank accounts, and then organizations who need to go out and help people, because there's too much money in the world floating around that can be used for greater good. And that's the message I want to leave off with you guys. I know I've been talking, I've been ranting, I should stop it. I hope and wish you all the best. I hope to hear from a lot of you again. And thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. And thank you, Kickstarter. Thank you so much for coming up with a brilliant website to get people like me, my team behind me, to get us going to where we want to be. And thank you all.